Oh, hello there, my name is Lovespuds. Welcome back to F1 2011 in career mode. And we are at round 17, the Indian Grand Prix at New Delhi. At the Buddha International Circuit, however you say it. So in Drivers' Championship we are 6th, Constructors we are 5th. Really close on moving up there into 4th, past Mercedes. Reputation takes an upward turn, that's what we like to see. So Season 1, Race 17, here we are in India. For the first Indian Grand Prix. Introduced in 2011, designed by Herman Tilke, a renowned circuit architect. One of his better tracks. So, my race information for New Delhi. The team is expecting a 6th place in qualifying, and for the race on Sunday they are expecting a finish no lower than 3rd. So for practice and qualifying is clear, the race is light cloud, so hopefully it doesn't rain. These are my current contract offers: Virgin and Lotus, and a renewed contract at Williams. HRT withdrew their contract offer after the last race. I wasn't in any danger of taking it anyway. But yeah, let's move on to practice. I quite like this track. I had a good practice on it. I think a lot of the drivers like it as well. It's quite a nice track. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're going straight onto the track? Yes, we are. Driving out.
Cars prepared, let's go.
Car is prepared, we're ready to go. I think we're going right. We are. Coming out this nice wide pit lane. Passing the safety car. Right, off the limiter. Straight down into the first corner. Taken out a bit strangely. Second corner's quite a little left-hander. It's quite long. Straight uphill to this very tight hairpin. And this very long back straight with a dip. So you go down and up again. Get up to speeds of over 200 miles an hour with the DRS open. Slow right down to turn 4. Which drops you down to another little straight. Into turn 5, 6, 7. Going off there slightly. Drags you in a little bit. And another little chicane type thing there for 8 and 9. Turn 10 and 11, sort of like a different version of the spoon in Japan, but instead going right instead of left and uphill instead of downhill. Another little chicane there. Could catch me off guard at some point. Going around the top with a long sweeping hairpin. Well, it's not a hairpin. Long sweeping just over 90 degrees, and the final corner, turn 16, across the start finish line. Right, so here's my best practice lap. 18 laps. As you can see, I've done a lot of practicing, which pays off in the end, mostly for qualifying, not so much for practice. So we're currently residing in 17th, a lap of 127.091, going off there already. So it isn't the best lap I've ever done, but it'll do. It was best for the session. Going up first sector line, we are the fastest so far, but we're actually 2 tenths down our own time. So if I didn't go off there, it would have been faster. Going around here, sort of starting to take these corners a bit better now. really quite well actually. That's not too bad at all. It's this one that slightly gets me for a while. I have lost time though, 6/10 down on Hamilton's time, but 3/10 up on our own time. It's the first sector we are really good on. I don't quite know why, but we are. So trying to open the DRS as much as possible, trying to get our speed up. All those precious tenths of second. Come around the final corner, we're not going to be first, not going to be second. We're going to be right down in 15th. So we lost a lot of time in that final sector, even if it was 3/10 faster than our best time.
Finish well down the field.
So we're almost 2 seconds slower than the Hamilton, who's at the top. Still 1 place above Barrichello. Let's move on to qualifying. So we need to finish 6th or above.
5
Here we
minutes
go.
of session remaining.
5 minutes left in qualifying. We've already moved up to 5th, 8/10 slower than Hamilton, who's looked as set on pole. Our best is currently a 125.441. Looks like we go slightly better, not going off here this time, keeping it on the track. Our first sector time is going to be good. What's it going to be? 3/10 faster than Hamilton, but 2/10 slower than our own best time. Not looking too bad. As long as we're 6th and above, we're okay to meet our objectives for the first time since Singapore, I think. Well, I started second on the grid. So coming off that, coming across the second sector line, we are 4/10 faster than Hamilton. Looking good for pole if only we could sort ourselves out in the last sector. But we mash it up a bit, going too slow around that, riding up the curb on that last corner. Taking that corner quite well, not perfect. And the final corner is a slightly slow, so I lost a little bit of time there.
You seem to be losing a lot of time in Sector 3.
Sector 3 is my Achilles heel.
End of the session, you'll be starting in 6th tomorrow.
But
Exactly where we
6th?
expected. Good job.
Exactly where they expected me to be, 125.266, 6/10 behind Hamilton. It's not bad at all, at least we met our objectives for the first time since Singapore. And Barrichello is all the way down in 17th, 2.3 seconds slower. So I'm at least 1.5 seconds faster than my teammate. And finally, a celebration sequence after qualifying. Didn't think I'd see that again for a while. So, race day. Let's do this. Finish 3rd or above. Well, we're in a good position to actually make that happen for once. We're in 6th. Only got to make up 3 places. As long as we have a good start, should be okay.
All complete. We're ready.
So here we go. Hamilton's on pole. Spuds me in 6th. Massa is in 8th. And Barrichello is in 17th. Alright, the lights come on. On the revs. Straight away. And they're out. We're off. Fuel mixture up to Rich to keep up these guys. Not a great start for me. They all pulled away. Schumacher was having a go on my left. We slot right in the middle of everyone. And we are ahead of Button. Come on, the inside of Hamilton.
The safety car's been deployed. Safety car deployed.
Safety car has been deployed. First time I've seen it in my career. So now follows a couple of laps behind the safety car once we catch up to it. I don't know if any of you can see this, but the safety car is a little tiny black dot on the circuit diagram. And what is with this too fast auto braking stuff? I was nowhere near anyone. How can I be too fast? they're actually pulling away from me. So I don't quite understand it. Only if I'm in... I understand it doing it if I was in danger of actually overtaking the person in front. But it is a bit too... it really wants to slow me down. I can't find the word for it at the minute. Yeah, I don't know. It's too aggressive with its use of this auto brake rubbish. As you can see, they've sped off anyway. Safety cars slowed right down to take the leader. And we're all going to catch up, and then we're all going to slow down right behind him. Massa? He must be the one who... he must be the one who crashed out. Oh no. Felipe Massa, what are you doing? You might as well just hand the keys over to me. Right, so now we've got to join the queue and slow down. Everyone's weaving. Well, I say everyone. Webber and Vettel. Weaving to keep the temperature in the tyres. You can see I do a bit of weaving and the temperature goes up towards green. We want to keep it out the blue. We want to keep them warmed up so on the restart we can get away cleanly and stay on the track without going off. You don't quite need to do the weaving though while it's going around like I do, but you want to make sure you do it just before the restart because you don't want to get left behind. You can see my tyres getting really cold again. Just being really careful not to annoy the game and bring on the auto braking like I do there. I mean, what? There's no way I was going to be overtaking him. Nor was it dangerous either. But yeah, adding the safety cars is a good feature in one respect, but it's not totally bug free. Changing my tyre option by accident, I was meant to go for the fuel. Changing it down to mix 1, I should have done that earlier. Stop the engine overheating too much by not revving in too low a gear. Trying to keep that under control in an automatic gearbox is a bit tricky because you're not allowed to fall too far behind, otherwise you get a penalty, and you can't be too close, otherwise it will bring on the auto braking, so you can't win either way.
Pick up the pace. We need to get closer to the car in front.
So I'm just making sure my engine cools down so much. So yeah, as you can see, it's cooling down now. Staying off the revs, putting the fuel mixture down, it all helps. Doing a bit of weaving, keeping the temperature of my tyres up. Just waiting for the safety car to go in, really. Not exactly the most exciting racing action you'll see, but this is what happened. And it's good for me though, because it keeps my tyres in a decent condition. They were starting to crumble a little bit, and at least now it allows me to stay in a. Now it allows me to stay in a competitive position when the pit stop phase gets underway. The safety car is in this lap. Got to make sure I warm my tyres up before we get round to the final corner. Doing a last minute weaving. I should have turned my fuel mixture up to rich now, but I forget about it. And green flag, we're off. Vettel and Webber stream away. And then Hamilton's going to come right up behind me in a second, because I forget to change my fuel mixture up to rich or standard, either one. I think I realised this on the back straight. when I noticed they're streaming away and Hamilton comes right up behind me. You can hear him now. It was right up my backside there. 600ths of a second behind me, so literally his front wing was inches away from me. Now I figure out what I need to do and then switch up to Rich, so hopefully I can catch these guys up if I stop going off the track. Anyway, lap 4, we finally got some racing underway. After the first corner incident, whatever happened to Massa, I do not know. Unfortunately, I didn't get a replay for this, so I was slightly annoyed because I wanted some replay footage of the safety car and whatever happened to Massa behind. But hey ho, never mind. So the final corner, oh, we're diving straight into the pits, going wide here. Looks like one of the Red Bulls has done the same, Vettel has done the same, Webber's gone on. And he sets the fastest lap.
Really going for it. He's just put up a new fastest lap.
Oh, rejoined behind Vettel. We're a bit closer than we were. And then when we went in, hopefully, he went straight to the back of him. Not shutting the door on Glock, of all people.
You have no more scheduled pit stops, so look after your tyres.
Getting the DRS on Vettel, opening it up, using the curves that they are still streaming away. I do not have the straight line speed I had in Korea. Oh, diving up the inside of Vettel, oh, tapping Trulli. Get away with that. Barrichello is 5 places ahead of me or so, but he's got to come in for pit stop on the inside of Trulli, bashing the side of him and the back. Jeez, I bet he's annoyed with me. Must be swearing Italian. Come around here, let's see if we can catch up to these guys. Gap is 7/10 of a second to him. Tyres are pretty cold considering that I'm racing. Tyres and brakes are all cold, I don't know why. Actually, tyres could be cold because I just put them on the car. That might be a big reason why. Didn't think of that at all. But they should be warming up nicely now. Now we're at racing speed. We've overtaken everyone in the pits, got up to 6th place. We got Kovalainen and someone else fighting it out for 4th, that's Perez. And I just slot myself on the inside of Kovalainen going into that hairpin. Got the DRS on Perez. We're following him all the way up to this turning. Almost shoot past him. Nearly taken out our front wing. That's as close as you can get really, without contact. So there we are, we've made it nicely up into 4th place. D'Ambrosio's in front of us. Looks like he's got to pit in on this lap. So I highly doubt he has made it up to this position by racing. So it looks like we could be going up to 3rd at least. Two seconds to D'Ambrosio, 3/10 to Perez behind. I wonder who's in the lead. I think Webb is in the lead. I don't know where Alonso is. I don't know where Button is. So it could either be Button or Alonso, or it could be Hamilton. I reckon it's Hamilton. Soon find out. Oh no, it's Di Resta. Of all people, I didn't expect to see it's Di Resta. So I'm guessing he's got to come in at some point. Oh, he has gone in. So that means we're up in 2nd and Perez is behind us. Looking to be a career best for Perez in this game. Maybe he's hoping to match his performance at Malaysia. but I'm not going to let him pass. I'm not going to let him take my position away from me. So lap 7 of 12. Gap is 2.9 seconds to Webber. Perez is about a second behind us, which is going to be a bit shorter now. I've gone off. I can just see Webber in the distance. The silhouette of his car moving around the track. I very much doubt we're catching him, because Perez is catching me and Webber is now built up a gap to 3.3 seconds. Looks like Webber's going to take another victory. I think he took a victory in Japan last, because I took Korea, and now he's going to take India. Using up the rest of my curves. Lap 8. Apparently I'm matching race pace, so it's not too bad. Vettel's in 4th. Mark is slowly increasing the gap. Let's get on the curves. Use about half of it here, and I use the other half on the next straight, I think. It'll either be the next straight or the next few corners, just to try and catch up. Gap is 3.4 seconds. Yeah, using up a quarter of my curves. So where's the rest of it used up? I guess it's on the start and finish straight. But yeah, practice of this circuit seems to have paid off a little bit, because I got a decent qualifying position. The safety car helped me a lot. Otherwise, I would have been trying to drive around on tyres that are gonna kill themselves eventually. So that also helps a lot. I don't know whether I should have come into the pits during the safety car. I don't know if that would have made a difference or not. It might have helped if I'd gone in, although I would have been at the sort of back of the pack, but then everyone would have had to come in. So you never know, I could have actually taken a victory here if I'd have thought about it. But still, we're in 2nd, so it's not too shabby. I mean, all we need to do is finish 3rd. I mean, I would have loved to have won a 3rd Grand Prix, but you can't have it all, I guess. I need a better car first. .4 seconds. Yeah, he's getting away from me. The gap to Perez is 2.6 seconds, so I'm maintaining that gap. Looking pretty good. Ooh, going off the track. Nah, corner cut in again. Yep. Webber is almost 5 seconds ahead. Gap to Perez is still around 2.5 seconds, so he's not in any danger of threatening me yet. My lap. See if we're still on race pace. Using up the rest of my curves here. Yeah, that's what I do. Ooh. Increased my pace by 1 second. Not bad at all. Still not enough to lower the gap to Webber though, because that's still 5 seconds. Increasing the gap slightly from Perez. Not too bad, not too bad. So half the curves here. Yep, seems to be my little pattern I've got for this circuit. And then a quarter of the curves on the second little straight bit. You can see by where the big 2 is on the little diagram. Yep, a quarter of it. And then the rest is used up on the final corner going across the start finish line. I can see I need slightly more practice on this section of the track. I could be going a lot faster, and this bit as well. You're meant to come out to the edge there and then come in again, sort of like that, but in a better line. God, Webber's really going for it. He's increased it to almost 6 seconds now. But we've got about 2 laps to go now. So I think we're going to settle for second. Just get the cars to the end. Hopefully the engine won't blow up. I'm so amazed that I haven't had any technical issues. The only issue I've had this season was one of my front brake discs broke in Australia. I don't quite know how that happened, but if you saw that video, I would have said one of my front brake discs were effed. I don't quite know why that happened. It may have overheated or whatnot, I don't know. But the amazing thing is, you could actually feel it in the controller. There was a hell of a vibration whenever I braked for a corner, and I like that was a nice little detail they added in there for it to vibrate that much. Because I knew something was wrong and my braking wasn't very good. Then I looked at the damage and there it was broken. What can you do? But apart from that, I had a puncture in Monaco in a practice session. But obviously I didn't put it in the video. Apart from that, the rest of it's been driver errors, like losing front wings, knocking into barriers and all that sort of thing. But other than that, Williams has been pretty reliable in this game. No engine failures, just one failed brake disc, really, and a punctured tyre. But hey-ho, fingers crossed it lasts the whole season. No penalties for changing engines, no penalties for changing gearboxes, it's all good. No penalties overall, really. It's a pretty clean season. I just need to finish up the season, close it as best as we can. Get as close up the table to Webber as possible. Or Vettel. Vettel actually. Vettel's winning the championship. See, Webber's got the gap to 8.3 seconds. There was no way I was going to catch him. But we're coming round to the few final corners on lap 12. Looks like it's going to finish Webber, Spuds, Perez. Yeah, Webber's won. I just need to get this round the corner. Quite wide there, but we've done it. We finished second. It's a good result. Fastest lap, 126.932. Gained 4 positions.
Second place, brilliant driving, brilliant driving.
Excellent driving, yes. Mark Webber is first, Spuds second, Perez is third, Vettel dropped down to fourth, Hamilton started first, ended up fifth, Button sixth, Alonso seventh, and Di Resta in eighth. So moving down the order, we find Barrichello has ended up in 16th, Massa did not finish. Couldn't have turned out better, apart from winning, of course. And there we have it. There we have it. We've moved up to 5th, 171 points, above Hamilton on 165. Massa is all the way down with 114. We have won the competition, I'm pretty sure. I very much doubt he can catch me up now. And Barrichello's still languishing down there in 18th. But yes, 5th. Not too bad, not too shabby. Vettel's still leading the way. Williams, we have moved up to 4th in the Constructors, 173 points. Above Mercedes now, 162. Red Bull are running away with it. McLaren 2nd, Ferrari 3rd, and Williams 4th. Well, it couldn't have turned out better if we tried. If only we had a teammate who was keeping up with us. But yes, let's celebrate our 2nd place. Really quite happy with that. Can't complain at all. Perez is happy as well with his third. Must be. As Mark celebrates. And I'll just go and congratulate him. And Mr. Croft wants another interview.
So you missed out on winning the World Championship this year. You must be feeling gutted.
Yeah, not really. I wasn't really that much in contention, but it's a blow, but I'll be back next year.
Are the team happy with how things have gone this weekend?
Yeah, I believe they are.
We've heard a lot of rumours in the paddock this weekend concerning your future. Chatting to a well-known team boss the other day, he let it slip that you're likely to be moving teams next season. So would you care to comment on this?
Still not commenting. I'm keeping all of my options open right now. Not getting anything out of me. Right, so here we are. Back in our little room. Another email. What's this? Force India have offered us a contract. Now that's an interesting one. Even though I know what happens at the end of the season, this is the only half decent contract I've had all season offer. But they're on the same sort of level as Williams. I know they're not in real life. I mean, it would be better for me to go to Force India if it was real. But I've had no problem beating them in this game. So we've got until the end of the season anyway. So we'll just see what we get if we get anything from Ferrari. Lotus, what was it? Lotus withdrew their contract. Right. 6th podium this year. Everyone's happy. Lovely jubbly. So 2 races to go. Join me next time for round 18. See you next time.